I'm broke again. No, you know what? You know what a broken. My circuits are not broken. Remember the old saying, "I'm broke." Um, but I was musing here about when I realized that, uh, how. Remember I shared with you when I was a child growing up about mass, giving everything away, and I have other children and adults, including my parents. You're burning a hole in your pocket. You're not holding on to that money. You're not holding on to those numbers. I'm trying to get rid of them as fast as I can. Put them back into circulation. Right? The hot potato. And how that relates to mathematics. And as that relates to mass density programming. Because here's the truth of it. When I was a child, and I would share with other children what it is that I've learned by virtue of what I've learned over wave speed vectors. So I share what I've learned with others. That's a file share, right? And so you realize in this case that the challenge, I call it the art of navigating a morphogenetic field in a vampiric system design. And then the way that relates to a job application or an application of consciousness-directed codes to experience the program that represents those codes that we're running, right, through cellular processors, our consciousness running the software. So when I was a child, I would simply say, listen, since I'm a server, I'm always on fire to create and always on fire to learn. I'm not going to charge you for information. I'm not going to charge you for what I learn, which means, as a matter of fact, I'm not even going to charge you for working for you. Really? You'll work for me for free? So that happened one day when I was 17 years of age with the California Department of Fire, when I worked 120 hours a week, 5 straight days a week. Okay? They wanted me present in a present moment, right? Manning an engine, like an engineer, a hydraulic engineer. And they were paying us at the time, and this would have been like 1970, if you wanted to measure that as wave speed vectors or a pressurized vessel, right, between compression and expansion, burning a gas, they were paying us less than 50 cents an hour for 24 hours to be on duty, battery duty, as a battery-operated slave to run a firefighter program. Because that's what the program is, right? And so working 120 hours a week straight, 24 hours a day, you're not allowed to leave the station for 7 days, getting paid less than 50 cents an hour. And so now I have 2 days off, and that's free time. Well, I'm free to go do whatever I wanted to do. So I told the fire captain station, listen, can I come in on my days off? You're willing to come in on your days off and not get paid for hanging out for another 48 hours? You want to work 7 days a week here and not get paid? Yeah. That's a translation. Right? So you see, that's one of the reasons why I didn't go into to their educational system. When I finished a graduate school program at the University of Arkansas, and they gave me a diploma, and God knows where that is now. All that stuff is gone. I don't even remember it anymore. It's just gone, just a blur. And but I suppose if I wanted to, I could have said, okay, I'll work within the curriculum, your curriculum design, as a system design of read-active memory programming, rote programming, how that relates to children and how that relates to memory-driven program apps and what happens to their creative mind. Because bifurcated learning through machines, how to become a machine codes, right? And so that's why I realized, even though they gave me a diploma that would allow me to get a permit, right, to operate within a deadlight system, I never did it, right? Because you realize the codes are not compatible with each other, right? So nature is our school, the natural crystal waveform spiral. Everything that we see in our mirror We are the engine that it runs on. Right? So everything that is alive in our mirror is running on our engine, which is an eternal engine. The Sylvan Gold made it engine. That's a true throne of power. That's silence. Silence is golden. What we feel at the moment. Experiencing pure, eternal, absolute love. That's no charge. That's no pressure. The 0 point zone. 0 degrees.